Hi, hello, Minecraft Infitech fans. Infitech to you, view the night. So, I'm in a bit of a conundrum here. So I just put 100,000 of this on there. I did use a little bit of it for some other stuff, tiny bit of maceration, but mainly not that much, and it used almost all this up. This plus 16,000, and that was used to produce only about 85,000 methane. It just doesn't seem that great. Doesn't seem that great, does it? Let's see what we can get out of it, eh? I'm really thinking now I'm going to have to do something better. This is not working so well. Get that freaking sulfuric gas out of here. Get that refinery gas. And number 4. Hey, I borrow the number 4 for that. Well, that's convenient. And just bash it away, man. How much gas are we eating? Not an awful lot. A little bit. Oh, we're gonna let that run down a bit there. I gotta figure out what to do with this stupid thing. I don't know, it's one of these engines here. It's a biogas engine. This is forestry crap. Combustion engine. It's a Stirling engine. What do I do with that? I need RF. I need a redstone flux. I know Big Reactors puts that out. Industrial steam reactor, steel gear, tin bushing. No, why not? I think this is doable. Can't shoot. I might be able to set up a more efficient setup. I mean, the turbo gas turbine is not the best in the world. It just seems like oil is kind of a lost cause for fuel right now. Maybe when I build the big giant distillery machine of doom, maybe that's going to be worth something. But right now, it doesn't look like it's doing so hot. Once this runs out, I'll be slamming another one in. I'll slam that other one in, and then we'll see if I'm getting a nice net positive or not. Like I said, high voltage does tend to eat up a lot of power. It's a little bit overkill. You do get more speed, but it is a bit overkill, and this thing isn't quite so efficient. Now maybe if I can change things around a little here, maybe things would be better. But I'm just thinking I'm going to have to maybe go back to steam. I've got a nice large steam producer down there. Now the steam turbines, man, they get bad fast. Oh, look how much this converts per second. 3,100. Yeah. It sucks out on a lot of steam. It sucks up so much steam that you need to make ridiculous amounts of it. So it's kind of sucky. Well, then there is the other thing. There is the turbine. Simple steam turbine. 2 liters of steam to 1 EU. Voltage out 8. Don't wait on these things, but that's not very good. I mean, fuel efficiency on that's just terrible. You're better off to just use this guy here. It's a little more steam, but still, you're doing better. So the other option is, of course, to go with this guy here. What is this thing called? It's not LSD or something like that. It's a looking age item. This is not LSD, large steam turbine. I can get dynamo hatch, but this doesn't put out a lot of energy, man. It only puts out 1 amp or 512. Why doesn't it put out like 4 amps? For the amount of steam this thing sucks down, for the amount of material cost to build it, and the maintenance and everything else that goes into it, it really doesn't seem like you get a very good bang for your buck out of this. It just really doesn't. It just seems like you're banging your head on the wall to just get a little bit of steam. I mean, it takes a lot of materials to build this thing. And then once it's built, it's like, man, I need like 4 more of these just to get anything done. So, yeah, you're not in the best of shape there. Probably just get this stuff straight back. And drop that there. Break the chip. Slap it in. You're really tearing through it now. It just seems like you're making an awful good amount there. I don't know. Let's see if there else it takes to make RF. I'm going to make some RF and see how this harvester works. I'm not quite sure how well it's going to work. I think I'm just going to get a barrel steam together and then test it out with that. Let me try it. Where are you? Oh, but I need a little more, don't I? Small pipes here. Need small pipes. Small pipes. Teeny ones. Baby pipes. Oh, maybe not the baby pipes, but just the little toddler pipes. I don't know. Somewhere in between. They're little pipes. I need that. I need 3 of those. I need a couple of you guys. A couple of you boys to help me out here. Alright. Let's get low. Let's see what we're going to get out of this. Away she goes. I'm looking at it. Alright. Oh, it's empty. Don't like it. Let's get you. Oh. Well, I have one already. Maybe suck the rest of that out of there. Where's my wrench? Oh, right, I went out exploring, so I put it away. I went to the nether, that's why. I went out to the nether and I didn't feel comfortable carrying this, lugging this thing around. Possibly losing it. Hey. Torn blazes up. Down you go. I mean, it's a good amount of steam. It'll produce it decently quickly. I make it larger, it'll do even better. It's all cooled off now, though, so I'd need to burn up a lot of stuff to make it start producing steam again. When something's eating up 31,000 at a time, you're going to run out pretty quick. Alright. And what's this thing? Advanced boiler. Oh wow. 750 liters of steam per second, 65 pollution. Advanced boiler chassis. That's some new stuff. I guess it's replacements for these old steam boilers. The high pressure coal boiler, 300 liters. This will give you 250 because it's advanced. And these will do even better for you. 2, 3, no big deal. Stainless steel, all kinds of other crap involved. Okay. Interesting. Well, the large bronze boiler is the better way to go. That produces... Oh, why does it do that? One coal, so over 2 seconds, one piece of coal, every 2 seconds a piece of coal is burned up and you get 32,000 liters of steam. That'll feed one of these guys here. Easy. With a tiny bit left over. You can get enough out of there. But you're also only at 66% efficiency. So... Anyway, large high pressure, and that's when we get into the titanium world. And this guy here, I mean, this doesn't look too terribly hard to build. Got the parts, you know. I have everything I need right now to make one, other than the body of the dang thing. I wonder. I mean, we got to do better than this. I mean, this is for the birds, man. On that, we burned up a little bit, like 38,000. Which of that have I burned up? It doesn't seem like I'm really getting anywhere here, does it? It really doesn't seem like I'm getting anywhere doing this. It's like I'm just wasting oil. That produces way more than about 80 or 90. How much was in there? I don't even know. Oh well. Dig through the video to find out. Okay, let's think here. I'm just kind of pacing around in game while I'm thinking here. Now look at this guy here. This burns up coal in less than 2 seconds. You can throttle this thing, which is nice. Because sometimes you do need to throttle it, otherwise you're just producing too much steam. Throttling it. Minus... Ooh, really? So you can throttle it down quite a bit. This is good, because if I find something I only need 8,000 steam per second, I can throttle the thing, and it won't burn as fast, and it won't go through as fast. That actually makes things a little bit better. Diesel fuels, you can burn liquids in here too. Diesel fuels have a quarter of efficiency, so they're just terrible. It does create a ton of pollution. And that might build up over time. Well, interesting. I do have that built. I've also got that crazy thing down there which won't create any pollution. 50,000, man. 50,000 left. Alright. Alright, let's just build the RF thing first, okay? industrial steam thing. Oh yes, I know what to do. I was waiting on this crap to get done. So grab me a hammer. And that thing there. Yeah. Bust out 10 bushings. Cool. Don't know all that's worth. So railcraft 10 bushings made. Now I need to make this. Oh, I need some steel. So we 8 steel. Steel's cheap now. Didn't used to be cheap, but it is now. Now it's like one of those things I think it's going to snap my fingers and I got tons of it. Iron might be getting a little low. Oh wow, it's getting really low. But iron's also very easy to tons of too. I'm going to go ahead and harvest while that's doing its thing. I'm just thinking I really need to get some, I need to get all this crap together here. It's my gas supplies are rebuilding, and I need to top this up. I was going to see if the harvester would pull out of these. I don't know. Does it like pull the whole plant up, or does it do it like the way I'm doing it here? And will monsters come sprouting out of it when it's doing peanuts? Another one to check. I don't think peanuts are a very good energy source, though. It just takes too much to process them. Some was raw material and hassle. I mean, it's okay to make it for the furnace, because the furnace is really struggling. It's like I just need to move away from these biofuels. They're just not very good. But pumped up oil fuels don't seem very good either. They seem very, very crappy. And if I was still getting LPG out of that would, if I got half methane, half LPG like I did in the past, I think that'd be a whole different ballgame. But they seem to have taken that away, and I'm a little like, how do we do this? So rather than do this dance, I'm just gonna, looks like I'm just gonna have to actually start investing in building these big machines. I mean, I have magnesium nearby, I have aluminum nearby, I have lots more areas where I know where aluminum's at. I know where tons of tin is. We're making bronze boilers, so I guess we're just gonna have to go that route. That might be kind of exciting, but I'm gonna need a lot of room to build this stuff. That's what's really driving me crazy, is gonna be all the room. I'm gonna have to dig out tons of space to make this happen. I mean, this is gonna take forever to rebuild. Come on, get down there. I thought it was hot stuff. A little bit damage to me. Or maybe he just turned red when I hit him. I don't know. This one blow doesn't always kill them. Usually it does. Maybe I won't have to deal with that much longer. We'll see. Gotta know how that's gonna work. Let's see how this is. Top that up. So, I mean, you're constantly topping that up. It takes so much just to make any biodiesel. And it's slow. It's just horrifically slow. Now, fish oil processes a lot faster. Magnesium. Oh, yeah, we're getting through that. Better just put it through there. Yeah, cool. something I'm going to use lots of, but I do have a magnesium over here, so it's practiced right below my old production. So it's still very simple and easy to get to. I've secured the area. Probably more around somewhere too. Oh yeah, I've got another one over this way in these mountains over here. There's some underneath these mountains, so that'll put a sturdy supply. I've only got about another 45 minutes here and I gotta go. Or maybe a half hour. I have more like a half hour. So it won't be super long. Okay, what do we got here? Yeah, I played this stupid way. Well, there's got to be tools involved. Alright, well. Bam, bam, bam. I gotcha. One railcraft steel. Very nice. Used reactor. Whoa. All kinds of crazy shit there. Titanium tetrafluoride. Radioactive salt. That's just fun thing, really. FBE F2ZR 4 U235. Oh gosh, kid. I got a kitty over here. It's a kitty. Okay, so we got that. So let's quit fooling around here and get this stupid thing made. I need a piston, which is just a plain Jane Minecraft piston. So easy enough to make. Slam it all together. Get this. I'm gonna go get this. There's like what, 3 pieces of steel involved. Should just go ahead. Where are you at? Alright. That's a wrench problem. Hammer and wrench. I'm gonna need a new file. That's stupid. Yay. Kitty, 8 o'clock. He wants food, like now. He needs to know that 8 o'clock is when it's gonna happen. It's a crying shame, cat. It's a crying shame. 8 o'clock. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I hate it too. He's over here. Wanting food. Constantly. Never-ending amounts of food. Okay, I don't know what kind of range this thing has. I'm gonna back the system up here. I'm so glad I already turned the aroma back on. That's done. The toolkit units. Okay, that's good to know. Back in there. It's gotta go up underneath or something. Kaboom! Let's try putting it through the bottom. It does look like maybe the bottom's the better place to go. I don't know how you pipe steam into this piece of junk. Insert. You bash it with a hammer. Wrench it. Sneak click it. No. Oh, I don't know how to turn it on. What piece of junk is this, man? Can't do anything with it. And this thing sure doesn't give me bloody instructions on how to power this thing. So the book kind of sucks in that regard. I mean, you'd think it would talk about a power source or how to make redstone flux. Do I just plug this machine into something? I mean, it may not blow up here. We'll try it. Didn't take that kind of power. See, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You can't just plug it into something, can you? No. So it doesn't connect to that kind of crap. So how do I even run this thing? How do I run it? How do I turn it on? How do I power it? Nobody seems to have any answers here. So I'm going to have to go Googling. How cute. Alright, give me a moment to go Google. Alright, industrial craft harvester. A crop harvester. Well, there's a... Let me read the wiki on that real quick. An 11 by 11 by 3 area. Small internal inventory injects things with the injector upgrade. So I'll probably have to make one of those. Some crops require a crop analyzer to harvest correctly. Well, I hope not. Well, that's a different one here. That is, this is called the harvester. This is a railcraft harvester, isn't it? Not much info here. Where does this... Let me find out where this stupid thing came from. I'm sorry, this is from Mine Factory Reloaded, not Railcraft. Mine Factory Reloaded Harvester. How does a bloody thing work? MJ, EU, or RF. Oh, right. Maybe I need to just connect that thing. It can apparently take EU. It also produces a bunch of sludge. You can pipe into a sludge boiler. Or you can just dump it in a barrel and forget about it, I guess. Hell, sludge slows up the harvest speed, so just pipe it out into something. So I think I wasted my time making this. That's fine. Dry the harvesting of blocks of leaves. Harvesting small mushrooms. Harvesting jungle wood for cocoa beans. 60 EU. Stricken effect blocks used to build the player's house. Well, so yeah, if you make your things out of blocks of wood. You can put upgrades to upgrade the area of effect. None, and it only works in the most stupid tiny area. Lapis lazuli. We'll go to a 5.5. Iron, tin, copper, bronze, silver, gold. Well, I got gold. Quartz, I could probably find. A diamond upgrade, a platinum upgrade, and emerald. Oh, I have tons of emerald, too. Emerald gives you a 25 by 25 area. So I have to look for the upgrade. Here they are. So I can build these lapis. I need to make some polyethylene. Oh, this one, yeah, this one I couldn't possibly build. Well, I can even make get out of workstations. Polytetrafluoroethylene. Oh, we got to go through all the others before it. What a pile. What a steaming pile. But as time goes by, you can just take the old one, jack some more crap into it, and make it better. So I guess that's not so bad. It's meant to be upgraded over time. I could probably pretty quickly run myself. I was going to take a ton of polyeth. Well, I could run it up to gold, and then, eesh. That's when you have to start putting crystal circuits in it. And you got to put the really good ones in. Not the best. Quartz gets you the same thing. It just takes more of that. Quartz, I do have I have several quartz mines nearby too. Diamond, more, and then you're getting into workstation territories here, and your double platinum plates and garbage. And the radius increase doesn't look like it's as good. Cobble. Somehow it makes it go well less. It's like a downgrade. Angel upgrade. Oh, that's for computers. Whatever. Okay. Leash upgrade. Oh, fun times. Okay, so there's that. Let me see if I can hook this thing up. Right. So I can start working my way through these. I can get as far as silver before I really start having a lot of problems and having to throw resources at it. So that's good enough. That's good enough. Might not be a bad thing to do. Put that on that thing that holds the stupid stone. Anyway. Creative upgrade. Infinite withdrawals. More barrel. You can get some stupid Java storage amounts here. B-space. I guess that's turned off for some reason. Maybe a very good reason. Automatically output. Okay, whatever. Let's quit fooling around with that. Alright, let's see what we can do to hook this guy up. I'll just slap it over here. Worst comes to worst, it all blows itself to smithereens and I die screaming in the middle of a burning pit of my base. And then I go reload. I load that backup I took. Alright, I'm gonna stick it on the end of this damn thing. Just to test it. It's only a test. Just stick it in there. Okay. Grab that and Oh, really? That seems to be converted to RF with no problems. Is it draining out my batteries? No? Well, I'll be damned. So all I gotta do is run a cable out there, or set up a generator to power it, and that's all I gotta do. I'm gonna go throw this piece of crap in the lake. I'll just stuff it in up there. I'll stuff it in a chest for now. It'll just be one of those experiments that never was. I can keep that. Eh, who knew? Well, it's something I don't have to worry about. Hey, and it even kept the energy stored in it. Nice. You know what? I'm going to throw it out in a field and see what happens. You, right here. I'm just going to put you right here and see what happens. Holy crap! And it's spitting that crap everywhere. Sits idle. It doesn't really do any power at that point. It doesn't do shit with potatoes. It did rip this out of the ground, though. It doesn't replant, though. Curious. Yeah, it ripped those right out of the ground. So then you need the planter to slap the seeds back in. So that's going to be a problem, is I'll have to be constantly coming out here to replant the thing. Unless I want to get some seeds involved. This thing kind of sucks. RF per work. I mean, it seems to go through everything okay. I'm just going to put it here for now. I don't know, I'm a little like, not sure what to do with this. I'm a little pissed too, because it's, doesn't seem to work so well when I'm... I mean, it'd be easy to power this thing, if it doesn't replant for me. And the planter, I mean, I can build that. I mean, I could have one generator run all these more than likely. It doesn't look like they really eat that much power. It really doesn't look like they use that much power at all. I mean, it powered up pretty fast. And it really didn't seem like it was eating stupid amounts of power to do its job. At least not when it's just popping up plants every once in a while. And then you got the other thing stabbing them back down. Obviously, with rain, you wouldn't want to leave it out there. I'd have to put it beneath something. Upgraded enough to cover my carrot farms. So put it in the middle. Upgraded enough so that it's doing most of the carrot farms. Get the planter next to it. Have that on some power. I could even stick them down on the ground, maybe. And then just have a pipe carrying that up and putting it in there. And then I've got a, never-ending supply. I just have to run some gas out to it, which is easy enough to do. I just get some pipe and run it out there. Huh. So I'll have to build the planter next. Unfortunately, this thing is just frickin' expensive. And, yeah, I'm just like, not so good. Not so hot on this one, guys. Maybe it's not so bad once you get it all running. I mean, it does say you need to make the planter too. Why this crap has to be so hard to make its nuclear age level, I don't know, because that's kind of crap. It really seems like it would be a nice silicon age thing. I realize they moved it because the items, the build costs were so high. Why didn't they just tweak this thing to lower the build costs? There has to be a way to tweak that thing to do that. I don't know. You can now duplicate living things. Yeah, but I can barely generate power. So what's the point of that shit? Tungsten. I still have to find tungsten. And it's going to take a lot of power to get that tungsten made. Yeah, I've already got the automation of cooling down of ingots. I've already got that done. Lapatronic, whatever, chips. You're getting 2 photonic circuits, probably. making better turbines. You can make the large gas turbine. Again, I guess if I made an array, if I had a bunch of carrot farms, and I mean, I don't know, maybe that would be the way forward. I mean, if the carrot farm thing works pretty well, I can make more carrot farms, build them underground or something, and then, you know, more carrot farms running these things. And I mean, this fertilizer fills up. Who cares? It's constantly crunching carrots. I mean, this thing clearly doesn't use that much up. You get tons of biomass out of this thing. It sounds like the better way to go. And then I'd have to build some more of these things here, which is relatively cheap for me to build now. It's tedious to make all this crap, but I will say it is cheaper to build now, and I would use plastic pipe here to save a little bit. Better to take my oil and use it to make plastic than to try to use it as fuel. Oil doesn't seem to work very well as fuel. It really doesn't. Once I get nuclear going, that's going to change the game quite a bit. Maybe I should just head that direction. Skip all these. It's like I'm struggling with power, so I need to get some turbines. I don't know. Let's see what we got out here. Salt. Okay. Well, anyway, so that's that. So now I got to think about building the other thing here. Give me a moment here. I don't have to fool with that stupid railcraft engine. What a piece of junk. I don't even know how to get fuel into it. Alright. Uh-oh. We like ran ourselves out of fuel. But it did get the job done. I made 173,000. But I drained the batteries, so I'm going to have to refuel this thing. So, sad thing for me is I have to do this. More efficient here, slapping it in. And just recharge those guys up. So I guess I can melt down or destroy that thing. Get some more of these energy crystals made. They're pretty cheap now. I don't know. We're getting there. I did make a lot of fuel out of that. That made a lot of methane. So, is it economical? It's only really economical if I had this. If I had my oil reserve. If I had my oil finds right here, like I did in my other game. My other game, it was in my base. My oil was like right beneath. There was heavy oil right beneath my feet. 450 liters or so. Oh, it was crazy. I've got 439 over here. I got 279 light here. I've got heavy over here. Now, heavy oil is really not a lot I can do with heavy oil until I really just get better processes. What do I need? I'm sorry, the big distillery thing. Yeah, the big processing factor. Gosh, what do you call it? The large distillation apparatus. Yeah. Fractional distillation column. Oil cracking unit. This guy. Distillation tower. Okay, I knew it had something about distilling in it. And when I build this piece of garbage, now we're playing with power. You know, I had a heat exchanger built in the last one, but I never really cracked its secrets. I never really sat down, used it, worked out what all it does. I don't know. Extra barrel here. You over here. We'll turn you into something useful. So, I got about 56,000 if you, since I got that back into energy now. So I got about 56,000. I'm sorry, 156,000 out of whatever it took there. Alright, this time, we're going to run a straight barrel through. We're going to find out exactly how much we're going to get. We're going to run this guy straight through. Okay. Let me get my light on here. We're going to do some math. What is this crap? This is old notes from a game. Throw that away. I'm done with that game. Okay, so start with 148.85 ME for methane. Alright. Now we're going to crack it out. I'm going to count the cracking cost too. And this does take up a lot of hydrogen. Right now I have a decent supply of that. Let's get her going. We got about another 20 minutes. So there should be enough time to get this done. Oh wow, that's fucked up. Oh man, a friend of mine got mugged. They only got $10 off of him, but still, that's fucked up. He's a university student riding the bus home, and apparently somebody mugged him when he got off the bus. At least he didn't get hurt. But man, that's crazy. They were walking home. He was walking home from the bus stop, and someone jumped out and mugged him. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, it just pisses you off, doesn't it? Those people out there are just disgusting. Oops. This helps if there's somewhere to put all that. It is helpful, is it not? Okay, I'll let that go in there. One moment. I gotta read this, find out what the hell happened here. Alright, we'll figure out what the crack is. Oh yeah, I've been putting another little thing together here. You guys might find interesting. So I've, oops. I'll leave that running. Oh, you're not going to be able to see it because this thing is only showing the Minecraft. At least I hope it's only showing Minecraft. I put together a spreadsheet where you can punch in the amount of heavy oil you'll get, and it'll show you what the distillation tower will produce. It's kind of cool, really. Maybe I'll actually do a video with the spreadsheet sometime. Maybe I'll put these up somewhere and make them available. I'll have to make a video. I plan to make a few others first. Maybe some of the various chemicals. But you can type in the amount that you're going to input, and it'll show you what the various processes will give you. Like here, it says it shows heavy oil. It shows you how much hydrogen you need to use to remove the sulfur from all that. Or from the output of all that. I'm sorry, no, hold on. You first use the distillation tower. And you're going to distill that off into sulfuric gas, sulfuric naphtha, Sulfuric light fuel, sulfuric heavy fuel, and it shows you the outputs. And man, you get a lot of stuff out of this. Sulfuric gas, 153,600. Naphtha, I mean, you'll see all this when I show it. Then it shows how much hydrogen it takes to strip that stuff off of all that. Which is kind of cool. It also shows how much hydrogen is individually used. Like the heavy fuel, you're going to need 80,000 hydrogen to get all that stripped down what you need. Some of them come in at less than 1,000, like light fuel comes at 9,600. The problem with light fuel is that you're going to have to, you're only going to be able to put 9 in. That means you'll have a little bit left over in a barrel. Now, then I've got a thing that shows what you can do with the fuels. Hydro-cracked heavy fuel. If you take just the heavy fuel alone, because the light fuel, you're just going to want to turn that into diesel, into the cetane-boosted diesel, which is actually pretty simple to do. The hydro-cracked heavy fuel, you want to crack it. You can hydro-crack it or you can steam-crack it, and then it shows how much stuff you're going to get. So you're going to get 512,000 light fuel, 256 naphtha, tons of butane, propane, ethane, methane. If you steam crack now, so you're going to get lots of fuel, just straight up fuel. You want to use hydrogen to crack it, just to get the fuel. It doesn't tell you how much hydrogen it is. I guess you should add that to the spreadsheet. Steam cracked heavy fuel. If you steam crack it instead, which is a lot cheaper, steam cracking is good if you're wanting to do chemical processing with it. And you'll also get a ton of methane out of that too. Methane, you'll get tons of ethylene. You'll get propene, butadiene, benzene, toluene, naphtha. Not as much naphtha. A little bit of light fuel, a whole ton of carbon dust that you can just burn up in part for fuels. But or the carbon dust is used, if it's straight up carbon dust. If it's charcoal dust, you can burn it. If it's carbon dust, then you can just use that straight up. I named it carbon dust for some reason. I don't know if they changed it or not. But anyway, this thing's kind of cool. It really is. And I'm going to have to make one for some other things too. So it'll you can just punch in the amount you're going to input and it'll dump out instant calculations on what you're going to have. So, if you have 1,000, bam, it shows you exactly what you're going to get out of it. So 250 heavy fuel, hydro crack will get you 2,000 light fuel. Oh, sorry, not 250. Hold on, that is not right. So 2,500. Not 250. I was reading the wrong thing. So, that's kind of cool. So if you put 400 heavy oil in, you'll get 1,000 heavy fuel, which you can't even remove the sulfur from, but if, say you did, you could get 800 light fuel, 400 naphtha. So you can see per 1,000 what you're going to get, which is it's a significant amount. Yeah, you put a full barrel of oil in, man, you're going to get a lot of material out of it. When just cracking up with hydrogen is better for that. Steam cracking is better to get the other stuff. Now, the other stuff can be used to the chemical processing way. Might be the way I'd do it first, and then that way I would get plenty of stuff that I could just crack up to make hydrogen out of. Although you can probably just recover the hydrogen from this hydrogen sulfide too. Well, that's probably going to be used to make sulfuric acid, though. All right, I need to write down what I got here. So after crack, or after sulf, I got 137, 257 left. So now we're going to go make fuel. So you get an empty barrel. Yeah, I put the chip in too. That would be very helpful, wouldn't it? I think we got enough time here. I kind of sat and dawdled by that thing. Let's got a little sulfuric gas left, but not a lot. So this might actually produce a decent amount of fuel. But we're going to find out just how much it takes to process 256 of this refinery gas. And how much methane am I going to get with it. How much bang for my buck am I going to get. So that'll let me calculate that, and that's going to be using high, HF. HV, high voltage. So, I'm moving around back here. Out over here. Nothing. Let's see if my animals are still alive. I've had problems with my animals dying over here. So while I wait around on that thing to process, I'm going to go check on this sheep. And sure enough, I'm missing some sheep. How did they get hurt? Are they like appearing in walls and bees getting them? They get stung? This one's almost dead. I don't know what the hell's going on. Alright. Let's feed these stupid things. I had a horse in here, it vanished. I just don't know what it is. Guess I'm just killing my animals, but I don't know what. I don't know what, I don't know how, but it is happening. Close those doors. That looks so cool. Alright, that's going to take a little while to process. So anyway, yeah, spreadsheet. That'll be cool. I'll have to put that up. I made them with freeware, not with actual Word or Excel, but I imagine most people are going to have LibreOffice or something lying around. Who wants to pay for Microsoft Office at home when all you need is LibreOffice? It doesn't, unless you're doing, if you're working in an actual office, doing office work, yeah, Microsoft stuff is going to be the better way to go. Sad to say, but yeah, that's the way it's going to be. Their office software is pretty excellent, but it's also very expensive. So when I work at home, just for my own uses, I just use LibreOffice because it's the job done. I've used it for writing, I've used it for spreadsheet. I've used it for I've used it to work on my taxes as far as or spreadsheets that I've used to work on my taxes. Just fun stuff like that. I got some donkeys out here. Oh, steal one. I'm gonna break him. What was that? Sounds like diarrhea over here. And I managed to own him. Pwned. Alright, whatever. I don't really care about him. Donkey. Screw the donkey. Donkey's a piece of shit. I don't care about him. Alright. We've already burned off 30,000. We've made only 40,000. That doesn't look too good. Yeah, it's like I'm not really. You're not gonna win anything doing this without without fractional distillation, man. You might as well just kill yourself just trying to make power this way. Oh no! You know what? My numbers are gonna be off now. Damn it! I'm stupid. Alright. Oh, I'm stupid. Well, it didn't try to take that much. It went through pretty quickly. Alright. A few more minutes here. Wow, this guy got mugged out of no luck. Not only did he get mugged, but he got... The reason he was out walking, too, is because his car... Somebody hit his car. And the insurance might end up writing it off. He doesn't really want to write it off. The damage doesn't look that bad. It's mostly a broken headlight and a dented bumper, but car repairs are just so expensive. I just did my own brakes, and those are working beautifully, by the way. The brakes I put on. Yeah, the old ones were down to the metal. They were bad. One side had a little bit of life left in it, but the rotor was in bad shape. But the other side, man, that thing was just... those brakes were shot. So, I'm kind of glad I got that done. Everything's it's taking a little while to get used to the braking now that it works properly. It's not squealing and grinding. But, thankfully nothing got broke. There's no other real damage. It was just time to replace the brakes. Come on, man. Get it done. This is not going to win any. This is not going to win any contests. You also have to count in how much it took just to break the sulfur and hydrogen out of that crap. Let's see if I can break the hydrogen sulfide up. You never know till you try. Let's see it going in, so it doesn't work. Okay, it won't go in. So in the past, if it'd go in, you'd be screwed. But now it's like, nope, it just won't take it. Just pull it back out, put it back in the drum. I had to make sulfuric acid and then break that up. That's what I had to do in the past. And that was a real pain in the butt. Just mix that with some water, I think, is all you gotta do. And it needs two, so... Or maybe with some oxygen, I don't know. Oh, man. 82,000, but this one's really getting sucked down now. What a nightmare. Okay, let's look for future stuff to do here. So, I'm going to need to build a large gas turbine. A large steam turbine. Let's go ahead and make that thing while I'm just kicking around here. Steel gears. I think I have the gear. Extruder gear. I just need 4 gears. 4 large steel pipes. Do that. That's not too bad. These are going to take, what, 6? Get that, get the large. I got some extruding to do. And this needs to go through as well. Like that. Oops, it's normal pipe. I'm at large. Where's my large at? Oh, I'm stupid. Probably never made it. Probably hadn't had to make large yet. So we'll make it. Yeah, get the cutters. So these here. And let's bash these up. Plate. And let's cut it. This is all various things. Huge. Need to be huge, so it's tiny. That's a gear. That's a small gear. Alright, you can make small gear ones? I'll be damned. Bottle? Nothing. Let's put it over here then. File head, hammer head. These are all tools. There's a shovel head. Pickaxe. Sword blade. Large. That's what I need. I knew I'd find it eventually. Okay. Oops. Drag both of those out and throw this in. Okay. I'm gonna have to get rolling here. But it's looking like I'll dump the verdict next time. And it doesn't look like it's going to be great. I mean, it took a stupid amount of that. We're really not getting that much gas out of it. This is actually kind of a losing proposition here. I mean, we're going to gain a little bit, but not enough to matter. That's all I've got. Thank you for watching.